Yes, so now true word they tell you, and with that one, I'm welcoming you to another edition of Money Sense on iPower 102.7 FM. Yes, so Money Sense now the program where would they teach owner how to spend on our money. As you know, for those that are always joining me on a Monday afternoon like this, once we come on your stereo, we help you to spend your money in such a way that at the end of the day, you will not be stranded. Yes, my name is Florence Ibhareman. My friends call me Floxy, and you can call me Floxy too. And of course, on the program, the essence of the show is to help you come alive again financially, whereby you get to make financial decisions that would help you not today, but tomorrow and for the future.
That's what I'm saying. Don't hold my here. Now give me a little just hold it there. Use that one. I was here, my ear don't Daniel. Like I want to I think I'm
Glad to have you join us. You're still listening to us from iPower 102.7 FM, and the program is Money Sense, your number one show for financial prudency. On the program, remember, our decision is to help you take charge of your finances, one wise decision at a time. For those just joining and wondering what we're talking about on the program, this is a program designed specifically for you to make financial prudent decisions, so much that you don't ask yourself, where did my money go to? Instead, you are in charge and you make your decision financially. So time now money now is song we will sing every day from January up until December, because if you know work, you go too suffer. There's no two ways about it. It's either you work and make money or you work and make money. And with that, I'm introducing you into today's edition of Money Sense. And today we'll be doing an in-depth analysis on the reason why you need to make money. Not only to make money, instead will also teach you how to save consistently, because of course if you make money and you don't know how to save, you will end up spending your money and asking yourself, where did my money go to? So because of that, we'll be teaching ourselves today how to save consistently so much that you take charge of your finances.
Use your time well. No waka waka.
Like I said, our focus is to save consistently even when your income is small, regardless of how much you're earning on a daily, on a weekly, on a monthly basis. The idea for you is to save consistently. The idea for you is to save consistently. Now, one of the first things you should take note of is the fact that when you save consistently, one of the things you will notice is very simple. You are able to build your financial confidence. You are able to build your financial confidence. Now, the thing is this: no matter how much you earn, no matter how much you think you're earning, if you put it in your heart to always save consistently over time, that a little drop of water, they say, make a mighty ocean. That very little you keep applying, you keep keeping. When the day of reckoning comes, you will tell yourself, oh wow, I have done so well for myself. But if you fail to start small, then the problem arises. So now, for you to save consistently, and the reason why majorly you need to save consistently, or the reason why you need to make saving habits your lifestyle, is first, like I said, saving builds your financial confidence. Once you learn how to save, once you take charge of your savings, your financial confidence would actually skyrocket, because when you have emergency situations, you don't panic, you're not worried. When you have bills to pay, when you have unforeseen contingencies to meet up with, you are just in charge, because of course you know where to go and get that emergency fund from. And also, it gives you a safety net when emergency arises. When anything happens to you, you have an impromptu expenses, you were going and you actually had something to do that you didn't plan for, you are always in charge. Nothing comes to you as a shock. Not because it's not like a shock to you, but because of course you have money spent somewhere you can always use to meet up those needs. Nothing comes to you as a shock. Now, that is one of the reasons why you need to make savings your lifestyle. Now, trust me, it does not matter how much you earn. For as little as 200 naira per day, for instance, in a month it makes up 6,000 naira. In a year, it makes up 72,000 naira. Now tell me, how little can you go? How little can you earn for you to actually keep 200 naira every day? Now, the only idea we need to bet out of all of this is the fact that consistency cannot be relegated. Once you're consistent, trust me, your drop of water would really amount to great oceans. And of course, savings is not about the amount. It's just about the heart, about the intention, about your consistency. Because when you actually start with a very little amount, trust me, you would not even, it will become a lifestyle so much that before you know it, even a day cannot go without you actually telling yourself, oh, I've not saved today. Because actually you are doing it consistently because of a target you have at heart. Use your time well. Aside the reasons why you need to live a savings lifestyle, now it is very important for you to note that you should always start small, comfortable with the amount you intend to start with. If you know that the only thing you can afford on a daily is the 200 naira, why not start that small and stay consistent at it? And if you know that, okay, with what I'm seeing and with my extra source of income, with my multiple streams of income, I can afford 500, 1,000, 2,000, why not start like that? Now, the idea, like I said, is consistently saving, because you want to actually help yourself so much that you want to help yourself to save, you want to help yourself to take charge of your financial decision, you want to help yourself on the days of, emergencies, you can take charge of yourself. So it is very, very important that you actually start saving. Not only do you start saving, you start with something small and very comfortable. Now, how do you make savings a lifestyle? Now, we have different methods that would actually make it easy for you. We have the app. You can actually use your bank apps. You can actually, they are designed apps that when you go into your bank apps, you have where they tell you to save, spend, and save. You have different section of your app. You can use your app. You can use a bank standing order. You can tell your bank, I want you to deduct this amount of money every week or every Tuesday or every month or every 3 months. Just a bank standing order. Then you have a target account. That target account, you might not necessarily have an app to it. You might not necessarily have an ATM to it. Just an account where you just tell yourself every day of the month, every week of the month, every fourth Sunday of the month, I would put this amount for this purpose. You understand? So now, not only do you need to actually start saving, you also need to start saving with very little comfortable amount, such that when you're actually saving that money, you don't even feel it. It's like a normal lifestyle, like the air you breathe. So you need to actually start small and ensure that you are comfortable saving the amount you are saving. Also take charge by using the automated saving pattern. Now, it includes you using a bank app. Aside that, you can use a bank standing order. You can use a target account. You can even use your piggy bank. Yes, the Colo. People still use Colo till tomorrow. Yeah, and it will amaze you how much people actually get after a stipulated period of time. So you can just get a bigger one and just tell yourself consistently for the next 6 months, I would use my piggy bank to save this amount. And trust me, start little, your little drop of water would definitely make an ocean. Also, it is very, very advisable for you to reduce silent money killers. Yes, silent money killers. And all of us, everyone is actually guilty of this impulse buying. You're going to somewhere, you just stumbled on something you like, you didn't plan for, you didn't have an intention of actually buying, but because it actually it catches your attention that very minute, you want to gratify it. So impulse buying should not be something you make a lifestyle if you want to save. Because if you are the kind of person that actually does impulse buying, the ones you plan, the ones you don't plan, so long it's coming to your face, you want to get it. To save will be very difficult. So yes, you're going to rule out impulse buying because they are silent money killers. You will tell yourself you are saving money. In the next second, you are already spending and squandering everything. So you're going to stop impulse buying. Even your daily snacks and daily junks, daily, you want to eat out, you want to take out, you want to use this fancy restaurant, you want to use this fancy, nobody is saying you should not use anything, the goodies of life. But if you want to make a saving pattern your idea, if you want to make savings your lifestyle, if you want to take charge of your finances, there are things you should stay away from. And that is where the impulse buying comes in. Not only that, your daily, buying things in small bits. You want to buy foodstuffs in the house, for instance, you go buy 1 cup of rice, you go buy 1 cup of beans, then you buy, things you buy bit by bit will only consume your money and not even give you a chance at your own financial breakthrough. So now you stop or you shun buying things in small quantities, you stop impulse buying. There's some unplanned trips, some unplanned transfers. Not everyone that calls you and say, I'm in dire need of this, you attend to, because of course you have a target for yourself, and if you don't stay disciplined at it, you might not actually achieve it. And of course, for all of us that uses our data subscription, there are some unbudgeted data subscription. You want to subscribe for your TV, for your phone, and you want to stay online 24/7. There's sometimes you need to just really cut so much cost so as to be able to save. For those wondering the topic for today, we're talking on how to make savings your lifestyle and the reason why you should save, why you need to start saving, and how to save consistently. How to save consistently. Like I said, first off, why do you want to save? There should be a reason why you want to save. Now, like I said, if you want to save, you will ask yourself, okay, why am I saving? Bear it in mind that once you make savings your lifestyle, the first thing it does is it builds your financial confidence. Yes, you are very confident for every day. even when things are not going the way you want it, because you have something saved up somewhere. Even when you're going to your job and there's no job security, you're not really panicking. It's like it's not really getting the better part of you, because you know, even if this job doesn't work out, I would always, you know, find a means to sustain myself pending when I get another job. So now you are saving because you want to take charge of your finances. Two, you are saving because of what? When there are emergency situations, you can take charge of it. When you have unforeseen things, when you have plans that you didn't really plan for and it just comes your way. No one plans to get an accident, no one plans to get an emergency, no one plans that something goes wrong. Then what if something goes wrong? In those places where we have insecurity issues and they have to shut down schools and all of that, those working there would have to have a plan B at the moment, pending when the atmosphere will be calm for them to go back to work. So now, for those situations, the moment you have something saved up, you don't panic. You don't get frightened, you don't get worked up, you don't get stressed out. So now you need to save because first, your financial confidence is very, very important. Your financial prudency is very important. Two, it helps you for emergency. You can take charge of your emergency situation. Three, regardless of how much you're saving, if you stay consistent at it, you would shine. Yes, you would shine. And of course, the fourth one, you need to start small with an amount that is comfortable for you. Yes, so now true word I they tell you on top iPower 102.7 FM and the program now Money Sense. That place where we say they tell you how to spend your money. My focus on the program every Monday 1:30 is to tell you how to spend your money, because you know the way things are actually going skyrocketing these days, if you don't manage the very little you get, because nobody tends to increase your salary because the things in the market are getting increased. It is you that will plan, sit well, tell yourself, okay, I have this money, I intend to spend it for this period of time, and how will it last me so much that I don't begin to beg or even get a loan before my next paycheck. So that is what the program is actually about, and we're talking about how to save consistently, where I talked about why you need to save. And also another important point when you want to save consistently is the fact that you should start small and start with an amount you are very comfortable with. And I told you, if you tell me, okay, I don't get a good job, I don't have a big salary, as low as 200 naira would get you to 6,000 and daily. If you take 200 every day, 200, after a month you get 6,000, and in a year you get 72,000. Now tell me, if you have after 1 year 72,000 and they ask you how did you come about the money, proudly you will tell the world, I save 200 naira consistently. Now that's the key. Consistently. Whatever you do and you're not consistent about would not work. So whatever you do that you're consistent about, trust me, over time you're going to stand out and stand tall. Now aside that, you need to also cut costs on things that you don't plan for. That is, before you begin cutting costs, you also have to do the automated saving pattern, where you can use your piggy vest, your piggy bank, like I said. You can use a target account, you can use a bank standing order, you can even use your app, your mobile app applications. So where you just you design how you want to save it. Either they take it every day, or every 3 days, or every 4th day, or every just design it. Just be intentional about the fact that you want to start saving. And 5, I said you need to reduce silent money killers. There are silent money killers, your impulse buying, your daily junks, your unplanned transport, your unplanned trips, unplanned vacations, your random urgent transfers here and there, and of course your unbudgeted data subscription. One thing that hits the money today majorly is because everybody lives on the social media, and of course you don't live there for free. You need to pay for subscriptions, so you can begin to reduce how much you use on all those subscriptions, your urgent transfers, your unplanned trips, your all those things, all those leisure time, all those leisure needs. You can begin to cut them so much that your saving life your saving lifestyle begins to brighten up.
Do better thing. Money not come from heaven. Do better thing.
Now, also, you need to create a saving goal. Okay, I am saving for this. Like I always say, if you don't have a goal as to why you want to save consistently will be a problem. So first off, after you might have actually cut cost on your silent money killers, you've used your bank app, you've started very small, you can just target something, just give it a name. Okay, I am saving for Christmas. Thank God Christmas is coming. Yeah, we are in the festive period. You want to get a shoe for Christmas, you want to get a bag, you want to look beautiful and look fly. You can just tell yourself, okay, from now till 24th of December I would save for this purpose. Yes, so give it a tag. It can be emergency funding, it can be for your rent, it can be for school fees, it can be for capital business, it can be for just anything. But make sure there is a goal to why you want to save. If there is no goal, discipline might be very, very hard.
Not the square person. You know it, yeah.
And of course, when you actually have sorted that, the little money you want to spend, it is very good that you share them as they hot. Let me use that word, as they hot. You get your salary, you've removed the one for your saving, you've removed one for emergency. Every other one you want to spend, give it a name. Okay, this is for food, this is for transport, this is for miscellaneous, this is for saving. Give it a name and give it a tag. So much that you don't touch it for what it's not meant for. Because if you touch the money that is not meant for, if you spend your feeding on clothing, trust me, you'll go back to your savings to get your money for feeding. So with that, you won't be able to manage the little you have. So every money you get should be enveloped for the method, for the reason. Give it a tag. This is for food, this is for transport, this is for miscellaneous, and of course, the most important point as to how you can save consistently is do not compare yourself to anybody. Start little, start with an amount you're comfortable at saving. When you start comparing yourself, you start thinking you're not doing well. Meanwhile, you might be thinking you're not actually saving enough. Thinking, okay, if you had a better job, or you had a better life somewhere, you would have been saving more. And that's not even the case always. So don't compare yourself to anybody. Your saving journey is your personal journey. Your income, your responsibility. And your responsibility is your priority. And the moment you start comparing, it only gives you and leads you to frustration.
Time the money, time the money. Use your time well. No waka waka, no gossip, no spoil another man. Use your time well.
And trust me, you don't save because you're rich. That's one thing you should know. You don't save money because you've had enough and you've had up to the brim and you want to just drop it somewhere. No, you become rich because you save. You don't save because you're rich, but you become rich because you save. So start where you are. Start very little. Start with that little you think is very little to you. Start with that very little, and consistently, without comparison, you will get what you want. That is how far we can come on today's edition of Money Sense on iPower 102.7 FM, where we've been talking on how to save consistently. How to save consistently. To as many that has worked with me on today's program, I want to say a very big thank you, starting from my Oga, the top engineer Paul Uluchu, for always being there and always giving us an opportunity to always come on air like this to air our view on Money Sense. And of course to Emmanuel in the studios with me, to the studio manager and the ICT manager as well. To everyone that has worked with me, I say thank you. And of course to you listening and watching me from your our social media handles, and of course listen to me from the house. I want to implore you to start small, but stay consistently at it, and don't compare yourself to anybody. Until I come your way again next week, I remain your host, Florence Ibhareman. Don't touch this dial because we have a lineup of programs for your listening pleasure. Good afternoon.